Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ, and we here, man. It's the top of the morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning, man. Listen, we got a couple of news and note items we got to address this morning. Very interesting things as it relates to the Big Ten move that they're getting ready to make as far as their TV right partnership deal. And man, it's going to affect us in a major way, and I think it's going to affect us in a good way. And I think it may be able to tell us some things as it relates to maybe Notre Dame's move. So we'll get to that in just a second. We just want to kind of touch on some injury updates on fall camp, man. We had some injury. You know, they call it Rehab Island, man. This stuff always happens every year. I don't think it's anything anything serious, anything major that we need to be concerned about, except I think one guy's in a boot, Jude Wolf, tied in. He's walking around in a boot, and it appears Coach Riley said that I guess it appears to be like a foot injury. So that's one of the guys. Sean Lee was actually out as well. He wasn't participating in any type of drills. Gary Bryant Jr., he was out. Michael Jackson, the receiver, Gary Bryant Jr., as well, is the receiver. Sean Lee is our captain, our leader on the defense, linebacker. Michael Jackson Jr., Michael Jackson III, he was also out as well, receiver. Bryson Shaw, safety, transfer safety, he was out. Jalen Smith, and then Latrell McCutcheon, Oklahoma transfer cornerback, he was out as well. So those are a couple news and note items, man. Every year the Rehab Island thing starts, in the beginning of the year. It always tries to come and hit every team. This is not just USC, it's every team. So I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. Those guys just need to rehab. Once everything starts getting deeper and deeper, they want to start getting closer to the roster, who exactly these guys want to pick to be on the roster. So you want to get your injuries straight so you can get on the field, because there's certain guys that you want out there so they can participate, so you can get a good look and kind of know what the depth chart is going to look like. So you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Another side note, Corey Foreman, I think Coach Riley said he might have had a former obligation, so he's actually was out as well. Not sure what that is. It could be a school situation, a class or something that he had to participate in. We don't know, but he was out as well. So those are a couple news and note items for practice. Practice appears to be going well, and we know that Lincoln Riley and staff has been running these guys pretty hard, man. So do you guys think they should come let off a little bit, or do you guys think they should keep going? I think you should practice like you play. That's my personal opinion. You practice like you play, and you'll get the results that you want on the field on Saturday when it's game time. That's my opinion. Injuries always come. That's what happens. But you want a team that's used to hitting. You want a team that's used to being physical. You want a team that's used to making quick movements as you would in a game. And so that those things happen, man. So you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Now, one of the biggest bookie companies, betting companies. I don't bet. I'm not a gambler. I'm just giving you this information only because it pertains to information as it relates to our team. Anytime you see these companies, like it's betting.com, all these other bookie companies that I've seen, making prior odds on USC, and we see another one doing it here, it's information, it's intel that they're getting. It's a gathering of information that they're getting together because they feel like USC is about to make a run. Now here's another one. This is one of the largest ones that you can get. It's called Real My Bookie. You can find that on, they're one of the largest on Instagram, or they're one of the largest that you can find online. Man, this is one of the biggest bookie companies that you have, but they have odds out. They came with some odds for the Pac-12 championship, and they came and they had a little, not commentary, but they had a little comment that they made. I'm going to read it to you. Here's a comment. It says, USC's time in the Pac-12 may be coming to an end, but can they add another trophy to the case this season? And they got the odds right underneath that. It says USC, they got them plus 210. They have Utah plus 240, Oregon plus 270, and then they have UCLA plus 940. So here is, once again, this is probably about the fourth one I brought you guys. Another booking company, odds maker company, has suggested that USC is going to win the Pac-12. One of the odds makers said that we're going to the playoff. So it seems that all these guys, all these odds makers are starting to really, as the season even gets closer, you really start to see some things move and groove as it relates to the money that's being put on USC. That, you guys remember, I brought it to you a couple weeks back. USC, out of all the gambling casinos and stuff in Vegas, they said the most money was coming in on USC. So everybody started to understand and realize what we did in the portal, what we did, and the caliber of players we got. And as a result, you start to see these odds makers starting to make major moves as it relates to USC and start to put their money on USC, man. You guys hit me in the comment section. I told you guys that money don't lie as relates to them gambling. I'm not a gambler, I tell you that, but money don't lie. So listen, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32. We're getting closer and closer and closer. This thing is about to be on and popping. It's about to be on and cracking. And listen, we want to get these players back to normal, back to healthy status, because we don't want to be lost in the sauce. And we got a lot of talent, but I think provided everybody's healthy, I think we can make a run, provided everybody's healthy. So look, here's another story, though. We got to talk about this because I think this is significant. And the reason I think this is significant is, let me read the article to you. It says the Big Ten reportedly makes decision on ESPN partnership. Now, you guys know the Big Ten, they had media rights. Most of the media rights comes from Fox Sports, but then they had a few games that were broadcast on ESPN. Now, apparently, everything has stopped, and they made a decision to not even go with ESPN anymore. And I think that's significant because I want to read this to you. I think this is very significant because ESPN, they're no longer going to hold Big Ten in some of these games. I think they're just going to stick with the ACC, and they're going to stick with the SEC. But let me read this to you. It says a line in the sand was drawn for the first time in 40 years. ESPN will reportedly not broadcast any Big Ten football or basketball games. First time in 40 years. And you know why? Because all the money is starting to go, it's going to go through Fox. And watch this. Fox will continue broadcasting most of the conference's biggest games. Watch this. But CBS and NBC will also reportedly be picking up the Big Ten broadcasting rights in 2024. Now, why is that significant? Because you know that CBS, I guess all of the SEC games are now going to go to ESPN because CBS has some of that. So now CBS is going to pick up some of the games for the Big Ten. Then, on top of that, you got NBC reportedly getting into this. Now, why is that important? Because Notre Dame is supposed to be having contracts with NBC. Now, this is significant in the fact that could we possibly be seeing Notre Dame coming to the Big Ten as a result of this move? Because you guys remember Notre Dame was asking for $75 million from their current deal. Their current deal, I think, is $60 million right now, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, because if I remember right, it was $15 million more than what they asked for. $15 million more than what they're currently getting now. So my question is now, if NBC and CBS are reportedly in the mix for getting some of the Big Ten, because I think they see the writing on the wall as well. The Big Ten is about to be the biggest, strongest conference in the world. And they realize and they recognize that. So now, not only is Fox about to tap in on some of this, now you got CBS and NBC both getting ready to tap in on some of this, man. You guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. And I want to read, let me see if I can find this information down here, because it had a number. it had a number down here. Now, this is getting very, very interesting. It says with the Big Ten off to Fox, CBS and NBC, ESPN has the time slots to fill. Come on down to the Pac-12. So let's see. That might have been another report where I had a number that they could possibly split this thing up and give an additional amount of money to the Big Ten Conference. I don't see it on here, but anyway, the Big Ten is looking like they're in a power play move. They're in a good situation to where they can almost call the shots right now. And I think that this is very significant from the aspect of you put NBC in the mix now, you put CBS in the mix now, and Notre Dame is going. Their hand is about to be forced, man. Their hand is about to be forced. All this money that they were requesting for, I personally don't think it's going to happen, especially with this report coming out. The Big Ten said they drawing a line in the sand, and now they're doing away with ESPN, and you're going to just have those games broadcast on Fox as the primary network that's going to use them. So listen, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think about this. This is some big time news, and we'll see what happens, man. So I want to know what you guys think about the injury bug updates, injury island. I think we're gonna be okay. So you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think, and then let me know what you guys think about this mybookie.com, how they put the money on the Pac-12 and put it on USC. You guys hit me in the comment section. Fight on, fight on, fight on.